been a while. I've been meaning to do this video for a while now. I've been very busy with work, but here goes. He has some pictures in videos that the mechanic sent to me, and I'll show you the video that he sent me as well.
Okay, this is the first cylinder head that I've pulled off. I've just put the rocker shafts back on just to hold the valve seats and the springs and all of that together. And what I've done is I've just put some petrol on the top of these cylinders, on the top of these valves. You can see that one and that one. And obviously these there's no tension on the springs whatsoever. And if you pay attention here nicely, on this cylinder, you can see that it's running away very quickly. This cylinder ran away quickly earlier as well, and obviously you can see this one is running away. But let's just check for 2 seconds here, and we can see how bad this one is. I mean, you can see it's running away. So definitely these valves are an issue. They're not sealing properly. It might have happened that the valves overheated a little bit due to the buildup of all of this salt around here from brackish water. You can see that's almost empty now. But so if you pay attention, just have a look at the buildup around those specific cylinders there. This one's almost running away, you can see nicely now. I noticed just by checking these valves out quickly, you can see how this valve, let me show you with a screwdriver. So it seats there. This valve is almost worn out. It's actually yeah, it's a lot smaller and it's worn out on the sides and it's gone almost inside. And these are back to normal there. You can see this gap there, you can see the gap there. If you have a look here, that one, have a look how recessed that one is, and have a look at that valve there. Jeez, I've never in my life seen anything like this. I mean, jeez, appa. Look at those valves. Look at that one. Look at that one. I mean, this valve, there's almost nothing left of it. Yo.
In the region where I use the boat is surrounded by rivers, so it's full of mud particles in the water. Looks worse than it is, but it's still in decent shape, as there wasn't any major clogs in it. So after assessing the problem, they gave me a quote for the 2 engines. This includes parts, labors, and transportation fees. So total of everything was around $3,000. While I was waiting for the parts, I emailed Suzuki, head office in Joburg, and here are all the emails. And basically what Suzuki said is that to have this damage on the valves, it can only be the petrol. But still, that's not a good enough excuse, as all the Yamahas use the same petrol here. And this was the last time I emailed them and never heard from them again. Well, basically they just lost a good client, really. And here's the footage and pictures that the engineer sent from Durban. Parts arrived at the engineer's workshop on the 21st of May. After a few delays from Suzuki, they sent the wrong parts, so the engine's block arrived back at the mechanics workshop, and he just did the final details, and they were ready on the 30th 30th of May. And this is the 1st of June, when the mechanic came to put the engines together. He took one morning and he put both engines together. There was a lot of smoke at the first run because there was still oil in the chamber. That was a good first start, huh? So then after this I told the mechanics to go first quick spin just to check everything was working perfectly.
Open the other end.
I didn't record while I was going on the boat, but everything was back to normal and the engines were working perfectly. Leftover parts still left me, the mechanic. These are the valve intakes and exhaust, and as you can see, it's ridiculous. Look at this. This is just not acceptable. The exhaust ones are the ones that suffer more on the explosion. But yeah, look at this. It's ridiculous. So the petrol explanation for me, it's just not acceptable. We have engines here at the club. They've been running for 4,000-5,000 hours with the same petrol and they haven't done this. So my last thoughts is that if the valves were in that state, it's because the quality is just not good enough. Even if our petrol is not the best, but still. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video and leave your comments.